should have worn my snow pants. Stop. Good morning. This is like, oh, it is so beautiful. This is like, there's the little cottage. This is like my dream. I'm out in pajamas. Feels like negative 23. Probably gonna have to turn around very soon because I can feel the snot in my nose freezing. But, oh, stop. This is like my dream. There's deer tracks everywhere. Oh my god. Oh, look at this one. Oh, someone walked in the tracks that I made yesterday. Look at him go. Oh, that's so fun. What is that? That's so funny. He was like, this path will do. This path is very good. Some human has already carved it out. Oh, wow. Oh, there's like a little box in there. What is that? It's like a treehouse or something. Oh my god. I also only have gloves on one hand, so I am dying a little bit. Wow. Okay, we're still going. We're following the deer. Looks like he went all the way across the clearing. Oh, and someone went in there. Wow. You guys, I cannot explain like oh my god, I don't know. Majesty of it all is the word that comes to mind. Oh, this is not real. It's not real. I've decided. I've awakened into a dream of my own frosty making. Stop it. Oh my god. When the snow sounds like that under your feet, that's how you know it is way too cold. It is way too cold for you to bear. I'm in Snowtown, starting this vlog on a very spontaneous trip that I literally booked the night before to come to Huntsville, which is a little bit up north from where I am, and boy does it really feel like it's up north because there is so much snow here. Like, I finally found the snow. The snow has found me. It is up to my knees in some places. It's freezing cold. It's absolutely perfect. It's like my dream land. So staying at a cottage. I was only supposed to be in this cottage for one night, which was last night, but I'm still here because the car that was rented is, shall we say, not really equipped to deal with the snow out there, so it did get stuck a good few times yesterday. Spent a long time digging it out. It unfortunately does not have snow tires, which was not a good idea. Not a good idea, but that was all they had. Staying here for one more night and then hoping that tomorrow the car can get out okay. But until then, I'm enjoying the snowy weather. I am stuck inside mostly a little bit. Been outside a few times already today, gone for some walks. It is so gorgeous. But I'm reading The Count of Monte Cristo. So into it. Just in a nice cabin. Tons of snow outside. Coffee and Monte Cristo. And it is so good. Let's go read. I'm back at the family house now. It's very cold down here. We got lots of snow. Sadly today it is melting, but just to catch you up on what has been happening, I did take a little weekend trip up north, which I think you just saw. It was just a very spontaneous, impromptu trip, and I had a really good time. I went up north to Muskoka, the Muskoka area, specifically a little bit outside of Huntsville, because I just wanted to see all of the snow, and I just wanted to get up there, and I would love to live like somewhere ideally just like that when I get the chance. So it was just really nice. Just stayed in a cottage for a couple of days. There was so much snow. The poor rental car got stuck about, like, I don't know, I think literally 5 times. There's just so much snow, but it was so nice, and it was so cold. It was sometimes negative like 24, 25, which was crazy, and then it would like feel even colder. So that was like real true cold, and I just loved it so much. It was so quiet. I got to see a couple of deer. I didn't see any coyotes, but I definitely saw a lot of coyote tracks. I am back now. I finished my doctor's appointments, out of Toronto again, sadly out of up north. I just want to go back, and I am here again for this week. So today's actually Wednesday, starting this a little late now, but guys, what the hell, I finally finished. Finally finished Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Why the heck did this took me so long to read? This took me so long to read. It should not have taken me that long to read. Oh my god. But I finally finished it, and I gave it 4 stars. Sadly, not a 5-star. I was kind of predicting that it was going to be a 5-star, but I'm not entirely sure if it was the book that didn't give me all the 5-star feelings, or if it was just the mood that I was in while reading it. I just wasn't in the best place when I picked this up, and I think that's part of the reason why it took me so long to read. But really like this. If I didn't say what it's about yet, it is basically just like a little academic field trip going to Iceland, fictional Iceland, to study fae and fairies, and we follow Emily, who is a very reclusive young scholar who is setting out to write her encyclopedia on fairies and fae. And when she gets to Iceland, she finds more clues and more trails to follow concerning the fae of Iceland, which are not really the nicest of fae. And then she kind of gets stuck in this plot with this little village in Iceland where the fae keep stealing people from. And it's fun, it's interesting. I think it is a very slow moving book, so maybe that's why it took me a while to read. The plot is not fast paced at all. Like, this is a book that you would just want to curl up, take your time with, get cozy. It's very meandering, extremely meandering, but I really, really enjoyed it. I love the characters. We have a little bit of an academic rivalry between Emily and Wendell, who is her scholar at Cambridge, and I just really loved it. Really loved it. I also did not know that this was going to be a series. I totally thought that this was a standalone when I picked it up, but I just saw that the second book in the series came out like literally a couple days ago, which is called like Emily Wilde's Map of the Hinterlands, I think. So very excited. You guys know I love Heather Fawcett. I did ultimately prefer Ember and the Ice Dragons to Emily Wilde, actually, but there's still so much snow imagery, so much snow, so much ice, so much cold, beautiful descriptions of Iceland and the fae and different myths. And I love Emily's dog. I love how the dog, really liked it, and I do really recommend. I also am making my steady way through our World Tour book club pick for January, which is Like Water for Chocolate, and I only have about 80 pages left. Yesterday I actually posted our poll for February's pick, so if you're unfamiliar with the World Tour book club, it is basically my reading around the world challenge translated into a book club with you guys that I host over on Fable, the reading app. It's completely free to join, link is in the description, and I just posted a poll yesterday between Italy, Iceland, and what was the third country? Argentina. The 3 books though, for Italy, I chose If on a Winter's Night, A Traveler by Italo Calvino. Oh my god, that one's been on my TBR for so long. That book has been recommended to me time and time again from you guys. From Iceland, the pick that I chose for the poll was Under the Glacier by Halldór Laxness. That's a book that I bought in Iceland, and I've been meaning to read it since like last year. And then I also put on Two Sherpas from Argentina, which is a book that I found with Carolyn in a bookstore in Toronto, and it just sounded so cool. So a lot of them do deal with obviously like winter and different. I'm not sure how much If on a Winter's Night, A Traveler is actually about winter. I don't think that's the case with that one at all, but the other 2, yes. And going forward with the polls, I think I would like to base them around different themes. So I've been organizing some upcoming picks that I have for you guys to vote on into like themed categories, if that makes sense. But anyway, Like Water for Chocolate for January. Really liking this. Really liking this. I am 165 pages in. I'm gonna come back to talk to you about this one in a little bit because I actually kind of have to go soon and pick up a pizza because I ordered pizza from my favorite pizza place here. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna get a little bit cozier, and then tonight I think I want to finish Like Water for Chocolate, hopefully, if that's possible. And I'm also still making my steady way through Monte Cristo, which is going so well. But yeah, really enjoying the format of our book club. I love seeing all of your discussion, and I am really quite worried to see how this one ends.
I've just finished performing surgery on a piece of wood that I broke. So we're just praying for a happy and healthy recovery for this little guy. He's really been through it. I put way too much pressure on him, I guess, as he was growing up, and he just couldn't excel like I wanted him to. He broke under pressure, you know?
Yeah, don't we all?
Road Bridge Part 2. Let's hope I did it better this time.
Hi. Okay, I'm coming on here to thank the sponsor of this week's video because as everyone has been building the cat condo, the cat condominium, my brother especially because he is the one doing most of the work, let's be honest, we have been protecting our ears with Loop earplugs. So Loop makes comfortable, stylish, they're like little ear candies, honestly, for your ears, and very durable earplugs that are also reusable. Come in this cute little carry case, and they sent me 2 of their different kinds because Loop is very unique in that they offer different earplugs for different situations. This gorgeous gold pair is the Loop Experience. Perfect for situations where you like want to hear the sound and the speech clearly while still having a little bit of ear protection and noise dimming. So this pair would be good for like music, events, concerts. Every pair of Loop earplugs also comes with 8 different tips so that you are assured the perfect fit. Loop also sent me arguably their coolest earplugs, which are the Loop Switch. These are actually 3-in-1 earplugs because, as the name suggests, they come with a switch on the side of the earplug that lets you switch between 3 different modes. The 3 different modes are Engage, Experience, which we just went over, and Quiet. Engage mode is perfect for just having a conversation with someone if you're in a social gathering. Like we said, Experience is great for music and concerts, and then Quiet, as the name suggests, is just when you are craving absolute quiet. This mode is great for sleep, it's great for focusing and reading, and it's great for travel. We live in a very noisy world, so if you're interested in protecting your ears, then I will leave the link to Loop earplugs down in the description box. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. Oh my goodness. Good afternoon. As you can see, I'm currently in front of this board because, as you might have guessed, I am in the middle of filming another murder mystery with my brother. This time we're not doing it all in one night because that was a bit crazy, and the book that we're doing is a bit longer. It's not an Agatha Christie. You might actually see the murder mystery video before this vlog, but no matter. It's a bit of a bigger process this time. So here's some behind the scenes. We have our character board. We printed out a bunch of pictures. We bought some props this time. We've also been adding in some like dramatized scenes that we just want to make as cringy and edgy as possible, as noir as possible. So we've been acting out some scenes from the book to splice in, which has been really fun, and of course my big clue board. So actually right now it's about 5 o'clock. I am so tired. So tired. Like the sun just really does not exist in the winter here, and on top of that the weather has really warmed up a lot today, so much so that like the crazy amount of snow, it wasn't even a crazy amount, but just the large amount of snow that we had is melting. And so in bad news, our basement is actually flooding, so that's not great. Things are not great with the household right now. It is just flooding down here, and it's like coming in at the top of the ceiling in the basement, like at the foundation. And yeah, it's just great. I got woken up at 5:30 to my dad like sucking up a bunch of water down here because it was just all over the floor. I'm here to tell you about Like Water for Chocolate because I signed off the other day and I didn't finish it because I just wanted to like tell you more about it before I actually finished it. So this is just so good. First of all, there's a note that I stuck in the front of this book because my copy was actually a gift from one of you lovely, lovely people, and I just want to read a little bit about what you said from it. This is from Roheen. Thank you. Roheen said, I know you adore Latin American magical realism, so I wanted to send one of my recent favorites from that genre, Like Water for Chocolates. I don't believe I've heard you mention it before, but if you already have, no problem. The novel is a food-based magical realism that follows Tita, a young Mexican woman who dreams of marrying her beloved Pedro, but is bound by family tradition to care for her aging mother. Without freedom of her own, she begins expressing herself the only way she can, through her cooking. Her food then begins to take on magical properties that affect everyone who eats it, and the story ensues. The author also went the extra mile and added Mexican recipes throughout the book which correspond to different events in Tita's life. The fusion of food and magic is absolutely masterful, and I couldn't get enough of the way Esquivel both reveres and advances everything that makes Latin American magical realism so great. I hope you like it as much as I did. And I am. And like I keep saying, I'm so glad this was our first pick for the book club. So like you just so beautifully expressed, this does follow Tita, who I think is about 17 years old, and because she is the youngest daughter in her family, she has an older sister. She is forced by tradition to be the one that cares for her aging mother, Mama Elena. So she is forced to basically stay in the kitchen, do all of the chores, along with help from like the cook and the servant, who become basically her mother figures, because Elena is so awful to her. Like, she is really truly a tyrant. She does have a pretty sad history as well, but this absolutely does not excuse the way that Tita is treated by her mother. Her mother is just really truly really awful and seems to want to bar Tita from all happiness concerning her love life, because Tita does fall head over heels for Pedro, who expresses his love for her as well. And when Mama Elena is like, no, you can't marry my daughter because she's going to be mine forever. She has to look after me forever. Pedro is like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to marry your older sister so that I can always be close to you. I can always keep an eye on you, and I can always kind of be in the same household as you and love you from afar. So this is kind of what ends up happening. There's a lot of drama. This does read very much like a fable. A tall tale, a soap opera romance, a cookbook, and a home remedy handbook all rolled into one, like the back says. It's just really good, and we mentioned that there were recipes at the start of every month, and it's just really interesting how Esquivel like weaves the way, either the method that the food is being cooked in, what it takes to prepare that food, the flavors of that food, just anything about the food into the events that are going on in Tita's life. It's really cool. Really cool. I feel like you could write a whole paper on this. This is a subject that I feel like I didn't ever get to really explore in my undergrad, like food in literature and food writing. I think it's so important. It's so cool. Feeding yourself, nourishing yourself, and in Tita's case, feeding herself but also feeding her whole family, feeding others. Like, it really is such an intimate experience, and Like Water for Chocolate digs into that so much. Like this lovely letter said, the meals that Tita chooses or is asked to make affects the people that she's feeding in different ways, and this is also paired with wonderful bouts of magical realism, and it's just it's really good. What I will say is that the writing feels a little bit distanced, and I think it is that like fairy tale fable kind of writing where it's not really diving too much into the inner worlds of the characters. Like, it is a very distanced third person is what I'm finding, but I'm still really enjoying it. I just want Tita to be happy. I think everyone in the book club just keeps saying, we just want Tita to be happy. Is it happening? I don't know. I can tell you right here, right now, that the poll for our next pick for the World Tour Book Club is finally over. It just ended about an hour ago, and our winner is none other than If on a Winter's Night a Traveler by Italo Calvino. Oh my god. When I tell you, I'm so excited to read this book. So excited. I mean, I was rooting for all of them. I did really want to read Under the Glacier, but it's okay. Maybe next time. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It won by a landslide. I think it got like 60% of the vote. So this will be our read for February if you would like to join us. But I think I'm going to try to finish this up either tonight or tomorrow, depending on how this video goes, because I left myself about this much left in the book to read for when Benjamin makes it home for us to solve and for us to go through the murder, and then we want to film a few more dramatized scenes, and then we'll see what's up with this. And as well, I want to film more of my Monte Cristo vlog tonight, because man, that book is good. It is so good. I think I might do 2 episodes of the Big Book Diary, so 1 episode for each month that I'm reading the book if I get enough footage, because there's a lot going on. And Edmund is so changed. I only hit the 300 page mark a couple days ago, but wow, it's just so good. I just feel like I've been very overwhelmed and like been kept very busy with a bunch of like YouTube stuff, different opportunities that are coming my way this year that I'm so grateful for and so thankful for, and so excited for the future of this channel, and to just put a lot more time into the channel this year now that I have a lot more free time, and just see where it goes. That is my plan this year, to just see where it goes. Also, in other news that I want to show you when my brother gets in through the door, there is a new addition to the family. Not for me, sadly, although maybe, hopefully soon, fingers crossed, but my brother, he came home the other night with a kitten. He came home with a kitten. And there is now another kitten in this household. So my brother and his girlfriend adopted a kitten from someone, not in the city, someone outside of the city, who was gonna use the kitten for breeding. But for whatever reason, she decided that she didn't want the little guy anymore, so they went and adopted him. His name, he has been christened Chino. His name is Chino. He is a domestic long hair, and he's very, very cute, and I love him dearly. And I'm happy to tell you that him and Kelsifer are already tight. They're already best buds. They've been playing so much, and like I can't tell you how rewarding and how happy I feel that Kelsifer has a friend that he can play with like that now, because obviously I've been looking for a cat to adopt to add to my family for Kelsifer as well, because he's just really great with them, and I know he would love someone like that, so I also have been looking. And I've been talking to a rescue back in the big city area, so fingers crossed, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I'll get some kind of news soon, but in the meantime, Chino is here. I cannot wait to show you him when he gets through the door, because he's been coming over here pretty much every night with Ben. Ben always brings him home, and then Kelsifer gets to play with his little cousin, and it's so cute. And the first night that the two of them met, Kelsifer was already trying to groom Chino and like love him all up and play with him, so it's been really nice to see their relationship just kind of keep growing and growing. And yeah, and now poor Evie has the 2 cats like ganging up on her. She really doesn't know what to do with them, but I mean, they're trying to invite each other into each other's worlds, but it's just not really working out. Other than that, right now I think I'm gonna do a little bit more work on the murder mystery. We had the floor plans this time around, and just think about it some more, because I have a theory, but I don't know if it's really going anywhere productive or not. So I will see you when I finish filming this video. Okay. Ciao. Not yet. Not just ciao for now, though. Ciao. Okay, I was gonna ask if you guys were ready to meet Chino, but it seems like someone else wants to say hello first. Here is the little kitty. Hey, do you want to say hi? Look at this cute little man. If his fur looks a little wet, it's because he just had some drops for his ears that the vet gave him. So he is just the sweetest little man. He's so cute. I know.